Hi, welcome to Metro Vancouver Close-Up. Easy access to public transit allows people to get around without relying on cars, and that reduces pollution and congestion. Port Moody residents are sharing their thoughts on how to maximize the land around the Evergreen SkyTrain Line's 2 new stations while keeping their small town charm. With the growth of rapid transit throughout Metro Vancouver, multiple hubs are developing in cities like Port Moody.
Port Moody is going from about 35,000 people to about 50,000 people over the next 20 years. So, we're taking a fairly good substantial growth in our population as we have in the last 20 years. So Port Moody's really changed from, a real sort of mill town, working town to being more of a urban core. It's an opportunity for us to almost be the hub of the spokes of the Tri-Cities and of the Greater Vancouver area. If you take the broader neighborhood of Moody Centre, there's only about 900 to 1,000 properties total down there, and this is an area that has a SkyTrain station and a West Coast Express station. So we're really looking to bring up the density there, both commercial, like job providing density, and the residential density.
The Moody Centre and Inlet Centre SkyTrain stations are changing the landscape of their surrounding neighborhoods. Moody Centre and Coronation Park.
Area like Coronation Park and area like Moody Centre, they're both right on top of SkyTrain stations, but really ripe for redevelopment and rebirth there. Gives us a chance to really start with a blank slate and say, how are we going to grow these areas?
City Council is working with its residents to review these older neighborhoods with an eye to transit-oriented development.
Transit-oriented development is really an opportunity to develop a community that's really focused on walkability and easy access to transit.
You need to bring all those elements of the urban development in, which is the retail, the commercial, the office, the parks, the planning principles. I think Port Moody's done a really good job.
Port Moody has already proven the success of transit-oriented development in the neighborhoods of Newport Village and Cedar Brook.
We've won awards for Newport Village in the past, and I think we're trying to mimic that out into the larger community to make sure that all of Port Moody is award-winning and that people really want to come and live here because we're very much in the geographic center of Metro Vancouver.
Often you have a lot of access to community amenities like parks and community centers, and it's really easy to get around for people to get to their jobs and to get to places where they like to play as well.
A lot of them, want to maintain what they call the small town charm and feel of the city. And what we keep telling people is the small town charm doesn't come from how tall your buildings are or how dense it is. It comes from how we treat each other and how we interact as a city. So I think, people, if we could keep that community spirit alive, then people will say, we're still the same city we were just even better.